Important criminal statutes IPC, CrPC, and Evidence Act. Criminal law is law that relates to crime which can be threatening, harmful, or endangers property, moral health, and safety of people and oneself. Most of this crime law is laid by statute, which is enacted by legislative. Criminal law punishes and rehabilitates people who violate such law. Some of the important criminal statutes are Indian Penal Code, IPC, Code of Criminal Procedure, CrPC, and Indian Evidence Act. Indian Penal Code IPC. This code along with other penal code together form substantive criminal law for India, and among that IPC is most important and official one. IPC was inspired by English criminal law which was written by Thomas Babington Macaulay. IPC 1860 was enacted in 1861. This code consists of 576 sections in total. IPC is important because it includes all major and crime offences such as kidnapping, rape, murder, armed forces, public offences and offences against the state, which is India. Some of the important sections of IPC include Section 1, which is title and extent of operation of the code, Section 2, which deals with the punishment of offences committed within India, whereas Section 3 deals with punishment of offences committed beyond but which by law may be tried within India. Section 4 is extension of code to extraterritorial offences. Section 8 and Section 11 deals with gender and person respectively. Section 124A, which is the sedition law, and Section 146 for rioting, with Section 350 to 354 relating to sexual and harassment offences. Section 359 deals with kidnapping, with Sections 375 to 376 being there for the rape related offences. Section 378 and 390 deals with theft and robbery respectively, and lastly Section 499 for defamation. Code of Criminal Procedure CrPC. CrPC is a sequel to IPC in 1974. It is enacted for processing, administration, and enforcement of the substantive criminal law. It controls and regulates the working of investigation and trial offences, procedure, and machinery setup. The Act consists of 484 sections, 2 schedules, and 56 forms divided into 37 chapters overall. Some of the important sections under CrPC include Section 41 to 54, which deals with arrest of person. On the other hand, Section 70 to 81 deals with warrant of arrest. Section 125 to 128, which is Chapter 10, deals with order of maintenance of wives, children, and parents. Chapter 12 and Chapter 14, which is Section 154 to Section 176 and Section 177 to Section 189, deals with information to the police and their powers to investigate and jurisdiction of the criminal courts in inquiries and trials respectively. Section 225 and Section 237, which is Chapter 18, mentions about trial before Court of Sessions. Section 401 says about High Court's power of revision, whereas Section 436 talks about in what cases bail to be taken. Indian Evidence Act 1872 applies to all Indian judicial proceedings in or before any court, including court martial conveyed under the Army Act except the state of Jammu and Kashmir. This act focuses court and fact in terms of expression, intention, and senses. Evidence Act applies to both criminal and civil proceedings. Some section under this act needs strict proof, especially if it's criminal proceedings. Sometimes the accused may be proved guilty or innocent beyond all reasonable doubt with the help of clear evidences. Main keywords of this act are confession, admission, witness, accused, accuser, guilty, and innocent. Section 60 explains everything you need to know about oral evidences. Similarly, Section 3 defines about documented evidences. Section 62 and 63 deals with primary and secondary evidences respectively. This act covers various types of evidences and witnesses with explanation of the keywords mentioned before. The basic loophole of our Indian criminal laws include lack of transparency, high number of pending cases, tiring and long procedure, lack of systematic approach and its coordination, corruption and lack of awareness among common people. This can be sorted out with some recommended reforms in law such as creating speedy justice system, improving prisons, police misconduct should be handled efficiently with discipline and proper rules and holding them accountable for their offenses, creating special police force for organized and group crimes happening in society with proper training, revision, removing and restructuring the law which are obsolete in nature, encourage and push judiciary system to become digitalized with efficiency for speedy justice and honest recruiting of judges in judiciary system. I hope you guys understood the basics of criminal law in India and its important statutes. Special thanks to Ashita Dadheech, headline.com and iPleaders for giving me such good reference for this content. Thanks for watching. Stay home, stay safe.